Hi guys, Nick Bosco here, and we're back. We're back. The UFC is back. UFC 249 was on Saturday night. It was a big success, in a way. A lot to talk about. So, here we go. Jump right in. The UFC is back, right? They held their event during the coronavirus, so the first of all major sports to come back. They did what they were calling safely, even though they not caught, but they got results back from one person that was positive. Jacare Souza, he tested positive for the coronavirus, and him and two of his corner people. So they took care of that right away. They sent him away, right? Not without him being around a ton of people at the hotel beforehand. So I think that's going to be a big story watching in the next couple weeks to see if, first of all, if any of these next two cards coming out, there's a card, Wednesday and then Saturday, see if anybody else tests positive from that, and to see if anybody who is involved in this UFC 249 card comes down with it afterwards in the next couple weeks. If they do, there's going to be some major backlash. The UFC, I guess, made their fighters and everyone involved, including media, I heard, sign this waiver saying that they couldn't talk negatively about the situation, which is ridiculous, because if you had to have somebody sign something like that, obviously there's going to be negative things about this whole situation, right? If everything was positive and there was nothing to worry about, then nobody would have to talk badly about it to begin with, and you wouldn't have to make them sign this agreement or whatever it was called, non-disclosure, whatever. So then. So they took care of that. Then the fights went off. Okay. They said there was going to be all these kinds of security in place with the, health, keeping everyone's health in order and everything. So they had Daniel Cormier and all the other commentators, Joe Rogan, at separate tables. Then Joe Rogan's supposed to be not doing the in-cage interview. Then he did go in, and he's touching everybody and talking to everybody all close. Corner men are all wearing masks on the outside of the cage. It's like, what are you doing? It's okay for some people to be close to other people, but not other people to be close to other people. Bizarre. But anyway, so the actual fights, they were great fights. Justin Gaethje, I think he surprised a lot of people coming out. Now he will be the next one to fight Khabib. Supposedly, right? We always say supposedly he'll be the next one. Interim title means you get the next shot, right? Yeah. The UFC is great at keeping that. So we'll see about that. You always have Conor McGregor, the chance of Conor McGregor hopping in there to either say he wants to fight Justin Gaethje, say he wants to fight Khabib, say he wants to fight whoever. The UFC will let him pretty much do whatever he wants, so we'll see about that. Then Tony Ferguson. What's next for Tony Ferguson? Maybe he'll fight Conor. Maybe, I don't know. But then you have the Cowboy Anthony Pettis thing too. Pretty close fight. I think could have gone either way. What's next for Cowboy? He is on a big losing streak. I don't think he'll ever be out of the top tier. He's fought almost everybody in the top tier anyway. Let's say the top 10. So he'll make his way around that section. He wants to fight quickly. He always wants to fight. He always wants to jump in and fight. So there's that. Anthony Pettis still, I'm sure, wants to work his way up. I don't see him being close to a title shot off of that last bout. But then, of course, there's weird times. A lot of the fighters, I don't mean to say this in a negative way because, I judge me first before I judge anybody else, and trust me, I'm not in the best shape of my lifetime. But a lot of these fighters seemed like they were maybe not in their best physical preparedness for this fight. And how could they have been, It was all up in the air. They didn't know who was going to fight when. The gyms are all closed. People are quarantining their house. A lot of the times you can't get the certain types of food that you're normally eating. And Anthony Pettis was one of them, and I didn't think he was in his top prime fighting shape. Fabricio Verdum being the other one too. But that comes with the territory of fighting during this pandemic, Weight cutting is, you have to be more careful. Your training, you have to be more precise because you're not having your regular routines. All this stuff comes into play, and a lot of people don't take that into account when they're watching these next 3 cards at least. This card, this past card, and the next 2 cards. Like, you have to kind of like give them different props for showing up and doing their best on the circumstances, because you and me sitting at home, I'm sure you're not doing your best at everything. You're not doing your best at your job right now. You're not doing the best at your being healthy right now, you know? I mean, I can speak for myself, and I know I'm not, because my gym's closed. I'm trying to go running outside as much as I can, trying to eat right as much as I can. Can't find a lot of certain types of foods that I usually go towards, like chicken. You can't find any good chicken around me right now. So, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's just like a quick rundown of what happened this past weekend and leading up to it. Yeah, so we got 2 more cards coming up this week. Hopefully I'll get another minute alone for a second to make a couple more videos. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. If you can hit the subscribe and the like, that would be awesome. And hopefully I will catch you guys maybe on the weekend after the next 2 cards come up. So, thank you so much.